Today we're doing the lucky spins for Freygar, the maximum number of spins, and this is the second time the wheel has shown up. Now I battled with her in the open field for a zone where the fighting was multiple days. It was really intense, and I was pretty happy with how she performed, but she was only 5-3-1-2 or something really basic. So let's get her skills higher and see how she does. Hello my friends and welcome back. I'm Chisco Gaming, and if you're doing the lucky spins, there's two ways to go about it. You can spend your gems, you can spend your money, or you can do both. And in this case, I'm going to be doing both for the full 200 spins. Now, the Change of Fortune bundle I think is pretty decent. At the $5 tier of the bundle, you get 5 tickets, $10, 10 tickets, $20, 15 tickets, $50, 25 tickets, and then $100, 45 tickets. So the bargain area here is the 5 and 10 Goblin Market vouchers. For the $1, you get more vouchers in those bundles. And when we go to spin, you can, of course, also spend gems. We're going to go do that now. We're going to get the maximum number of Goblin Market vouchers because the wheel is actually just really good value overall. 70,000 gems. GG. Here we go. Now, if you are doing a low number of spins, you could take it to 10 and get 5 Freygar tokens. But should you work on Freygar at all? And that is actually a really interesting question. So while I answer that question, let's start spinning the wheel. And I've got the skip button activated, so this should go really, really fast. I realized that my spin videos were like kind of running long, and I was like, all right, dude, we're going to make this a little more compact. There's one custom season token, bunch of resources. Using the skip button, it still technically doesn't skip the whole animation. I've still got this little animation. 3 tokens is actually really good. Let's freaking go. And one thing that I will point out is these custom Season 2 tokens, if you're a real Maverick, technically you could hoard up a bunch of those, and if they drop new commanders mid-season, and I think they might, boom, you just like invest them in the new commander as soon as they drop. There's another Freygar token, couple speeds, a little bit of resources. All right. In terms of Freygar's performance, I used her with Hosk, and it did about as well as using Kanara and Thea together. Kanara's awakened. Thea's like 5, I want to say 1 or maybe 2, something like that. 1 Freygar token. Okay. And by the way, tiered rewards, very solid. More Freygar tokens. Let's go. I thought the performance that she delivered was pretty good. Now, that said, Thea is a very tanky hero that I had with Kanara. Kanara is very punchy. It could be that if I paired Kanara with someone much more punchy, I would have got a much better result. 2 Freygar tokens. Let's go. At the same time, the skills were so low on Freygar. I mean, I don't know. I feel like she's got a lot of potential as I get a full Freygar unlock. Let's freaking go. I think that was actually pity. Yeah, that was 30 spins. I was 20 out of 50 before, so I think I went all the way to pity. GG to get the full Freygar there. The other thing that I will say is that if you're planning to invest in Freygar, you may want to also plan to invest in the Gold Crest, which is her legendary artifact, coming presumably in a Forge of Light after the patch that happens. By the time you're watching this, it may have already happened, in fact. So it could be that if you really want to go for Freygar, you should plan to go for her bow. But I don't even know if the bow is going to be one of my favorite artifacts. There's the Freygar token, a couple stars, a couple resources. Not too crazy. We spin it again. Looking for the good stuff. I've debated doing live streams for these spins, but there's a custom token. That's kind of nice. Bunch of resources and a little bit of speed ups here. I don't know. Definitely let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in attending a live stream where I spin the wheel. I feel like there's not actually that much to do, however. There's 5 of those custom tokens for the tiered reward, which is nice. 10 more Freygar tokens, and we're back to spinning, baby. Now, at this point, since I've unlocked all the T5, all these resources are going to be used for 2 things. I mean, it's healing troops when I fight, but probably just for training troops, quite frankly. Training troops take so many resources, man. At some point, I'll have a surplus. I just don't think I'm there yet. Troop training speeds is nice. Legendary medals is pretty cool. At this point, I am saving my training speeds for later in the season. I really want to wait till we have the best rune possible for training speed before I blast through my training speed ups. There's one more Freygar token and more training speed ups. Speak of the devil. At the end of the last season, I went and I burned through all my training speed ups in the Strongest Lord. And it wasn't because I thought I would win. I didn't. I got like, I don't know, 10 tokens of Thea. Okay. There's another Freygar token. Not so bad. Speed ups and resources. But the thing that I was kind of excited about is to just have the damn troops for the start of this season. And it was such a good decision because we had a ton of fighting. 2 Freygar tokens, 1 custom token, some resources. Okay. So I wanted to get all that training in when I had the very best buffs possible, rather than do it at the start of this season in a Strongest Lord when I got like a 2% rune or something. There's another custom season token and 2 Freygar tokens. I feel like my luck is pretty below average right now, though. Like, if I go to pity twice, that's actually really bad. Like, we're doing very poorly, I feel. This spin, however, is really good. 3 Freygars and 1 custom token and resources is pretty good. But the fact that I mean, 46 spins, I basically went to pity. I think this is one of the worst set of spins I've had for a while. Freygar and then the custom token here. All right. Spin it again, baby. Double Freygar. Okay. Come on. Please. We got to pick up the pace. I am doing pretty poorly. Double Freygar. Speed ups is good. We go into these rewards. We'll claim this bad boy. 10 custom Season 2 tokens is amazing. We smash the spin button again. Season 2 token is great. Resources is pretty mediocre. And then more training speeds is very good. I wonder how much they're going to up the troop capacity in the next season, by the way. Man, I don't know. I don't know. It could take a lot of troops to fill a march. And Rise of Kingdoms with an expansion, right? You're looking at, over 330,000 troops in a march. That's, by the way, 3 Freygar tokens. This is undeniably a good spin right here. That's very good. We'll spin it again. Freygar token's a great start. Okay. Then another Freygar token and some speeds. That's pretty moderate. That's pretty moderate. We're now at the point, by the way, where these are the 70,000 gems that I spent to get these extra pulls, okay? So I get the 15 Freygar tokens guaranteed, and now this is 100% the gems I spent. So is it worth it? Let's find out. We get speed ups, Freygar, and a bunch of medals. Hey, I'll take the medals, man. Let's go. I'm probably going to take Freygar to 5 stars. At this point, I think I just need to commit to Freygar. Like, I'm obviously spinning her wheels. I'm obviously paying for her. Like, I may as well full commit to her. We get the custom Season 2 token. We get the speed ups and the manas. Good. Okay, I'll take it. So, yeah, I think I just got to go full send on Freygar at this point. Like, I've been kind of on the fence. I don't know why. I got plenty of stars here to take at least another hero to 5 stars. 1 Freygar token, a bunch of stars is probably fine for the outcome. We spin again. Custom token, Freygar, let's go. Resources and speeds, all right. That's okay. I feel like 2 is like, good, and 3 is great. I think I went almost to pity here to get the full Freygar, so we're not doing great on getting full Freygars here. Overall, I would say these pulls are pretty mediocre. We'll get the total count, though, and see how it looks, okay? 2 more Freygar tokens, and by the way, let's use the free spin for another Freygar token. Let's freaking go. We'll go back to the 5 spins here. We get Freygar token and some gold stars. Happy to get the legendary medals and a custom season token. Yo, that ain't bad. All right. Well on our way to 3/4 of the way done with all these spins. There's another 2 medals and the custom token, speeds and resources. Okay. Let's go. Come on. Medal. Double speeds is decent. This spin's pretty bad. I mean, the only thing I need to do the math on is, like, what is this medal worth to me in terms of gems? I don't actually know offhand. Like, what would I pay for this in the Goblin Merchant? So the medals could actually be super worth. And yeah, I mean, the star buff on the hero is actually really good. So I do want medals. Freygar token, custom token, speed ups is pretty nice. I would say in general, the way that I mentalize like the extra 70,000 gems that I just spent is it's like approximately VIP shop value or better. Probably or better. Double speeds, Freygar token, mana. Not bad. Spin it again. Here we go. Come on. Let's go. And double Freygar, double resources, speeds. We are past the 3/4 mark, and I'm still Okay, there we go. Slightly better than pity. Slightly. That was like 42 spins to get Freygar, as opposed to the pity 50. We also got a Freygar token, some training speeds, legendary metal. Let's go. On our way down, draining these Goblin Market vouchers, and triple medals. I really need to see, like, what is a freaking legendary medal worth? How many are there? The market's not open, man. And I don't think I can get any medals over here for gems, no individual medals. So I don't actually know, like, what's it worth. I think a legendary lucky medal is worth, isn't it worth like 1,000? Isn't this like 1,000 experience? And one of the other medals is worth 100. So maybe those are worth like 150 gems a pop. I don't know. I don't think the star or the medal spot is actually that good on this particular wheel. So here we go. We get a season token. All right. Probably I'd call that a pretty poor spin overall, actually. We'll spin again. We get speed ups. That's actually good. Like, if I'm getting speeds at least, I feel pretty good about that. It's still, I mean, because I got no tokens, it's probably pretty below average there. All right. Yeah, these spins today have been pretty brutal to the old Chisco Gaming. Not going to lie. Double Freygar is great. Mana, wood, ore. All right. It's, I think, helpful for people to see the spins because, like, I mean, you might get more lucky than me, but if your spin was like this, how would you have felt? Leave a comment down below, okay? There's another Freygar token. Speed ups, triple resources. Yo, I think I got dunked here, chat. I think I got really, really dunked in these spins. One custom token, one Freygar token, and the final spin, giving us another Freygar token, and honestly, like a couple speeds, some medals. Yeah, honestly, like a bit of a yikes here for the result. So I sit at 36 out of 50 on pity, so thankfully the next time her wheel shows up, I will get a little bit of pity there pretty quickly. And if we look at the heroes, we can go down to Freygar right over here, and we can deploy some skills. So before I had pretty much every one of her tokens deployed, so we're looking at 115 tokens. That is really poor compared to my other pulls. I think I went as high as like, dude, I want to say my best was like 170. In fairness, I was really lucky. So there it is, 115 tokens. We'll deploy the skills. We kind of hope they max out the second skill, but given that I've already started her up, I think it's kind of unlikely that we'll do that. So we'll test our luck. Fourth skill. Not too hyped about that. When she launches a normal attack, they have a chance to gain haste. And reducing the Legion's rage accumulation speed, that's a pretty good debuff, actually. I mean, I'm pretty happy to reduce their rage accumulation speed. One more skill on her. Hey, second skill. You know, it's really funny. I hope this is a typo, because it goes from 9% normal attack damage boost to 10%. Like, you literally get a 1% boost. Is that accurate? Or is it actually like 12%? I really hope that's 12-12 instead of actually being 10-10. Like, I hope that's a display error. Otherwise, I like really need to finish this skill pretty badly. So 185 bucks and 70,000 gems got me 2 more skill ups on my Freygar, and I'm most of the way. I'm 2/3 of the way to the next skill up on Freygar. I mean, that's a little bit of a yikes. So let's put the stars on her. I already said I'm like kind of full commit to her anyways at this point. So I mean, I feel like we just move in, and we're in a video. Let's just do it, man. So you can see, oh, ooh, actually, okay, so these stars are only 300. I wonder if there is a hidden luck coefficient with these stars like we have in Rise of Kingdoms. In Rise of Kingdoms, the luck coefficient is not hidden. So you get like an extra chance to crit with certain star types in Rise of Kingdoms. So this costs 1,500 gems. So this is interesting. So if this costs 1,500 gems in the VIP shop, and it's 3 times as much experience, then the double medal is worth 1,000 gems, right? You divide by 3, 1,500 divide by 3, that's 500. Multiply by 2, because you get 2 of them in the poll. So every time you get that, is that worth 1,000 gems? Actually, hey, those stars are super valuable. So yeah, spinning the wheel, super valuable. That's where I land on that one, is spinning the wheel, super valuable. Get a nice little crit right there. And overall, I would say that it takes about 200 stars to get to 5 stars on a hero. And, is what it is. I think it's like 600 stars, 500 or 600 stars to get to 6 stars, which is a bit of a yikes. So I mostly am taking my heroes to 5 stars because that benefit's really good. And, it's a very small amount of stars to get there. Getting the extra damage, I'm going to be really choosy about which heroes I take to the extra damage tier. All right. Let's see here. Can I just hit auto select? I kind of don't want to do the special stars. I want to save them just in case there's some mystery to how that goes. And yeah, I guess I'll just be doing a bunch of clicking here. GG. GG. Tempting to just use auto select, but this is why they're adding a save the star configuration. And it's when they said, like, hey, we're adding the ability to save the configuration of stars that you used. I was kind of like, does that mean there's some secret sauce that we should know about here that we don't see? Could be. So you can see I've blasted through about 100 stars and I'm only halfway. So I feel like my prediction of 200 stars is pretty spot on. I've taken a number of heroes up to this 5-star designation, and 200 stars, it's strangely consistent to get to that next level. If anything, it might even be slightly more than 200. So we'll keep these promotions going. And, what are my thoughts on the long-term prospects for Freygar? Well, man, I do feel a little bit weird about the game releasing new heroes very quickly. And it's not that it's any more... I mean, maybe it is actually slightly more quickly than Rise of Kingdoms. But the weirdness is that, like, in each season, I only need a total of, 10 heroes, right? So, I just worked on Kanara, and, like, how quickly am I replacing her? I don't know, man. I'm struggling with that a little bit. And you can see I'm actually over 200 stars now, I think. So it is a lot of stars to get to 5 stars. I guess a lot of medals, to be more precise. We're almost at the finish line here. We crit. We get a few stars back. GG. So taking her to 5 stars gives me 5% attack resistance. That, I think, mitigates 5% of the enemy's attack stats when you're taking damage, which, like, hey, I'll take things that make me a little bit more survivable. You can see I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 heroes to 5 stars at the legendary tier. And I'm just really still very much a question mark with what I'm going to do with Thea. She's so skilled up. I've got her in such a good spot, but, like, I just want more damage from my ranged units, and I don't have any frontline units to pair her with. So I'm still figuring out where her place is. And it could just be that I'm supposed to make a cavalry march with Spring Wardens for the Eagles and fly around with her. Maybe? I don't know, man. I'm still figuring it out. All right. So that's where we land with Freygar. And when Goldcrest lands in the game, you'd better believe that I'm going to test it on Freygar specifically. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, consider doing so to see exactly how that performs when it lands in game. If you want to see the last time I spun the Freygar wheel, card will be in the end screen in just a second. Alternatively, if you want to see why I'm, like, struggling with where does Freygar go in the lineup, I'll have a card in the end screen for what I think are the very best 5 open field marches that you can use in Call of Dragons.